That's something that's a problem. All right. Angela says, no one belongs to you. So don't get caught up fighting or arguing over someone and end up hurt or dead. For example, the girl that just got beat to death in the bathroom over a boy. If it's more stress than fun, let it go.
Definitely.
Oh my goodness. That one gets a standing ovation from me. I'm not gonna stand up, but yes, that's if it's stressing you out and you are 15, 16 years old,
crying all the time at school, just embarrassing yourself because you look like you're just miserable all the time. Like you can't even have fun with your friends. Like your friends don't even want anything to do with you because you're just sad all the time.
Because you're miserable. You're just the sad girl all the time. Right. And you know what? I said I was going to mention my friend Rhonda. Her daughter has a vlog. And she talks about that very thing, about being she's 15 too. She talks about being happy with herself and how she will not let somebody stress her out and have her sad and crying, and how it only took one situation for her to be like, oh no, that is not the life that I'm trying to live. So I'm going to put the link to that video in the description box. So you guys go check her out. She's a very smart, articulate, gorgeous young girl. So check that video out. Angela also says, do not expect the person to be faithful. Life is just beginning and there are new experiences coming into your life regularly. People, places, opportunities. Don't tie yourself up with anyone. Experience life. And I know this is one of the ones where she was kind of about. But I don't think she meant don't expect them to be faithful to you, because they should be if they're going to call themselves in a relationship with you.
Yeah.
But also don't let it devastate your life. If you choose to go ahead and have a boyfriend, that's fine. That's fine. But if it turns out that he's not perfect and he messes up, I'm not saying stay with him if he. I'm a one strike type person.
If my boyfriend ever cheats on me, I don't know. I'm not gonna stay around.
There's nothing that he can tell me on why he accidentally.
I hate when people say that. It's like I only see it either people who are way older than me and are just dumb and don't use common sense or trying to get themselves out of trouble, or people like my age. They say, "Oh no, it wasn't on purpose. I accidentally kissed her. I accidentally, had sex with her.
Or she kissed me, or this, that, and other, or he kissed me."
Yeah, you shouldn't have put yourself in that situation for that to happen. If you're in a relationship and you're saying you have it all, everybody knows y'all are in a relationship, and yet you're putting yourself in situations where you could, mess with that relationship.
When you messed up when you walked in the door.
Saying like, oh no, I was drunk, I was high.
You shouldn't have been.
You shouldn't have been.
You shouldn't have been. Joanne says, never settle and treat each other with respect. I agree with the never settling. I agree. I've done it before. It doesn't feel great. If you think, oh, he's cute. He's not that nice. He's not that nice, but everybody likes him and we look cute together. Or, oh, he only like kissed that girl. He didn't sleep with her.
No.
Stuff like that. You sound like a dummy.
No.
I'm sorry, and I'm not trying to offend anybody, but especially as a teen, because that's what we're talking about. We're talking about teenage relationships. I'm not talking about a new marriage, a 20-year marriage. I'm not talking about that. I'm not talking about a grown-up. Lisa says, it feels like a broken heart from you and your first serious boyfriend breaking up. The pain seems like it will last forever. It won't. It takes time, but you will get over it. and go on to love somebody who loves you back. And this is true.
Mm-hmm. Resiliency is key in a breakup.
Resiliency is exactly. Mm-hmm. That's true. That's true. Yeah, I went through that. I went through that in high school. I had my heart broken. It was not fun. Felt like I literally felt like I was going to die. I felt like I was going to die. And it took me a minute to get over it. It was really traumatic, but I didn't let everybody see. Mm-hmm. I didn't let everybody see that I was still, it looked like I bounced back quick. After I took my couple of days over the weekend, it looked like I bounced back quick. But that was really traumatic for me. And I really didn't, I think it kind of sent me in the opposite direction of what I wanted, of the path that I was creating for myself.
How long were you all together?
It wasn't that long. It seemed like forever, but it couldn't have been more than a couple of months. Maybe 4 or 5. Don't think it was 6. You talking about a long time ago. I really don't know. I really don't know. Terry says that one thing she notices as a difference between kids today and when we were growing up is now they don't really have true communication skills. According to her, she feels that they date via text. And I think that's true. I think y'all do. First off, we weren't texting. We wrote notes in class. Or we talked on the phone. But yeah, our texting was a pen and a paper and trying to sneak it past the teacher. That was our texting. And I think they know how to communicate with each other. I just think it's different. And it's something that we haven't seen. It's something that we're not used to, and we're the old people like, those young whippersnappers. You know, so we just don't like the new stuff.
No.
But there's a lot of grown-ups that are doing it. I like texting.
Yeah,
I hate talking on the phone. I always have. Even when that was my only means of communicating with whatever boyfriend I call myself having. People always call me boring on the phone. Mm-hmm. Because I was just like, hold the phone. It's like, you want to hear me breathe? I don't have anything to say. You know, in high school, I know. I was kind of shy as far as that type of stuff. As far as, you know, talking on the phone to a guy. I always felt like, you know, I had to be super interesting all the time or he was going to lose interest. So that's why I didn't like talking on the phone. And to this day, it's really not my thing. And I know I have friends that hate that, but I don't like it. I don't like talking on the phone. Mm-hmm. Unless I have something to talk about and I'm excited about it and I want to talk about it. But other than that, just the chatting, I'm bad at it. I really am.
I don't agree with that at all. The age I'm in now, like teenager, high school, I don't agree with that whatsoever. Not at all. Because I notice people like, well, here that we live now, we don't have to. If anything, we're on FaceTime. We're actually talking to the person. But you could see, I feel like it's different because I don't like being on the phone. I don't even like being on the phone with my boyfriend. I'd rather be on FaceTime because we could see each other when we're talking to each other.
You're right. And it is cool. It is cool. If I could, well, except for when I'm looking a hot mess. But if I could FaceTime people instead of, I feel like there's more of a connection when you FaceTime. And I mean, I think anybody would agree with that. You connect with somebody more when you can look into their eyes rather than just talking to them on the phone. You can't see their facial expressions. You don't know if they've fallen asleep. You don't know. So with FaceTime, I love that technology has advanced to where it is. Doesn't make me feel any better about my teenage
I know it doesn't.
daughters up in their room doing it.
Yeah.
I don't like it. I don't like it. I'm not going to like it. There's nothing you can say that can make me like it. Mm-hmm. I don't like it.
But I'm just saying, we have communication skills. Like we Like, I hang out with my friends. We go outside. We text each other and say, hey, we're all going to meet outside. And we like, you know, like.
But then again, I'm sure she has kids and maybe that's what she sees in her house. Mm-hmm. Maybe her kids, I mean, I'm sure not all, we know all teenagers aren't the same. Mm-hmm. And you hear a lot of adults talking about how kids don't, it's this. And they literally will not move from that spot because they're, well, when you first got your phone, though.
Yeah, I think I was 13 when I first. Mm-hmm. But now, it's like, it gets, I mean, to me, texting someone and whatever, it gets boring after a while. So then, we always end up, like, outside playing soccer, or basketball, or volleyball, or, you know, something.
Okay. All right. So Matthew sent me a few tidbits, a few pieces of advice. He says, don't date someone who is not as driven to succeed as you are. Mm-hmm. And at your age, I take that as if he doesn't care about his grades or going to college, but that's
not attractive, to be honest. It's
right.
Not.
Yeah. It's, well, to each his own, but like you said, yeah. That wouldn't be attractive to you because you care about your grades because you care about your life. And you know, you want to go to college. Mm-hmm. You want to do something exciting with your life. You're not interested in having a bunch of babies right away and all of that. If ever, you know, you got certain stuff that you want for your life. You need to make sure, especially because, you know, you're in high school now. And I'm not going to act like relationships don't last past high school. I'm not going to say that. That's not true because I'd be lying. It's a lot of, I don't know about a lot. It's hard to try to quantify, but I know relationships that last out of high school. People go on and they get married. I don't see you sitting around. Like, we've moved around so much. I don't think you would like stay here. You're going to go to college. You're going to want to go to the West Coast at some point. I know you are. You're going to want to go back out to California. Who knows? You might end up in New York. You don't know what you're going to do.
I don't know. I really don't.
And you shouldn't have an anchor holding you down. And that could be a boyfriend, your insecurities or fears. You shouldn't let anything hold you down, especially when you're young. Especially when you're young and you can do whatever you want to do. And you have the luxury of having parents that are going to help you in any way that they can. Mm-hmm. Go for it. Go for what you want to do and try it before you have to start punching the clock for real and be miserable. Don't let anything hold you back. Shoot for the freaking moon. Like, as whatever just outrageous idea you can think of that might be that 1 in a million chance, try it.
Yeah, I feel like I see a lot of people like either you like break up, like seniors that I did know, and either they're breaking up or they're taking a break or they're staying together. Really, and I know like one of my friends, Trey, him and his girlfriend, they're actually staying together because their colleges are close to each other.
Right.
And I feel like they both have the same drive to be successful. I feel like if you feel like it truly could work out, if you guys are in like a close enough distance where you can see each other and you're not like across the United States or the world from each other, and you guys are both, y'all are on the same page with your relationship and with your studies.
But also with that, you have to think about how it was when you went from middle school to high school. Think about how it seemed like your world opened up. Mm-hmm. You remember? Because middle school, you were stuck with the same kids that you didn't like very much. But then you got to high school and you was like, I don't even have to see them if I don't want to. So imagine what it's like when you go from high school and go away to college. Yeah. So even if he's down the road at another college, you in a whole new world. You're going to be doing stuff at your college. You know, I'm just saying, give it your best go. Don't feel like a failure if it doesn't work out.
Mm-hmm.
Just try to remain friends if something happens like that.
I feel like I'm very biased in like this certain topic, like what we're talking about right now, because I'm in a relationship and I'm thinking about what if me and Andy stayed together until we were seniors, like.
And you can't help going into any conversation without some type of bias, because if you weren't in a relationship, or if you and your boyfriend had just broke up, then you would have this would be a whole different conversation.
Whole different.
You know what I mean? Matt also says, never settle for a pretty face over a strong mind and a beautiful heart. Good advice. Good advice, because some pretty people are dummies. Or some pretty people are evil. Ornery, selfish. You know,
gold diggers.
Yeah.
There's gold diggers in high school. They're real, like, I don't know how to explain it, but it's more, watered down, but it's still there.
Yeah, definitely.
Yeah, I told you. My friend, his girlfriend broke up with him because he wasn't buying her gifts and stuff. And I was so mad. Because speaking that we're so young, I don't expect my boyfriend to buy me things. I really don't. And in fact,
I don't see things coming in this house.
Yeah.
No, not really. Not any. I mean, if we're talking about a teddy bear or, we're talking about like a teddy bear or some chocolates or a card. But when you're talking about jewelry, tennis shoes, jewelry, stuff that where are you getting this money from?
Right.
Do your parents know that you're spending this money on my child? Stuff like that. No. And it all goes back, in my head, it all goes back to that. Well, what does he want in return? That's just how I'm going to think. And I don't care who it is. I don't care. Anybody. You can be dating any boy that seems like a good egg, and you come home with a diamond bracelet, and you're giving it back. You're giving it back. Matt also says, sagging pants is the ultimate form of laziness. He threw that in there. I'll agree. Get a belt. And he also says, if they don't want to meet your parents, they're up to no good, even if your parents are crazy. And we can honestly say that that's not the issue with her boyfriend. Right. But
he so set on meeting them. And I was like, no.
And we met him, and okay.
You said okay? What does that mean?
Nothing. Okay. He's your boyfriend. He's not my son-in-law. I'm not there yet, okay? Let's just say that.
We haven't been together long enough. Like, you haven't been...
You're 15.
I know.
I don't care if you had been with him since you was 13 and y'all 2 years strong now. I would still have the same attitude because y'all are kids.
Really?
You guys are kids. It's not, do I treat him mean?
No.
When I've seen him, I'm very nice to him. I don't go out of my way to have conversations because they're kids. They're kids. He's a nice boy. He's nice.
I feel like speaking from 15 to like 17, you still don't think you would have opened up to him more?
Oh, if you're still dating him in 2 years?
Yeah, I'm talking about now.
Definitely. 17 and 18. Okay, that's different to me.
Okay. That's what I meant.
15 was the age that we told her she could start dating. She pushed it starting at 13. So she lucky she got to start at 15. We almost pushed it back. So it's like new. To me, it's brand new. It just started. Like we said, 3 months. I don't have a reason to be, my daughter's boyfriend, so-and-so. Come on over. Let me make you. No. First off, that's not me. That's not who I am. You'll know if I like him if I'm not all sunshine, rainbows, polite when he's around. If he sees me in full mama mode, over here, then you know that I feel comfortable around him.
Mm-hmm.
You get what I'm saying? If he doesn't see, because I don't care what nobody says, everybody has a inside voice and an outside voice. Okay? It's just reversed with what I'm referring to. When I'm outside the house, I might not yell at them quite as loud. Like, I might bring it down a notch. I might wave at the neighbors, hey. When I come in this house, if I don't feel like smiling, if I don't feel like being on, then I'm not. I'm at home. You don't have to. This is my house. I don't have to. I'm not on. Not to be confused with being fake, but my mama taught me how to act when I leave the house. I carried that into adulthood. If I want to be a heathen, I do so at home. Okay. Hey guys, if you like this video, please be sure to like, share, and subscribe. And you can also follow me on Facebook, Instagram, and Twitter.